Hey everybody, Pat from P-Snap Studios. In today's gear review, we're going to take a look at the Rolls PM50s personal monitor amp. If you find this video useful and you enjoyed it, please subscribe and click like. Thanks. So I think the Rolls PM50s is a really good in-ear monitoring solution for 50 bucks. You can buy the Rolls PM50s on a lot of different sites, from Musician's Friend to eBay for about 44 bucks. I'm going to show you how I hook it up and a couple of the things you may want to get. I also would recommend that you get this right here. And this is the Hosa MIT 455 adapter. Only costs like 8 bucks. It's going to go right in here into your input on the unit. I plug in what I use for monitoring. I use Shure, the Shure 215s. They're like 99 bucks all day long online. You can pretty much get them anywhere. And that plugs in right over here like this. Now a couple of things on the Rolls. I'm going to take this out and then we'll go through actually how I hook it up to the Behringer XR18. You've got right here two phone inputs. You got the smaller one and the larger 1/4 inch. I generally don't use the mic level because I don't use it as coming from a mic into here, then out of here into a board or something so that I can monitor. That would be more of something that a broadcaster might use. I come right out of one of the like aux 1 into here like so, and then I use the Behringer XRQ app. I've got a video on it on how to use the XRQ app, but I'll show you again real quick. So once again, you got a couple of things here on the side. I don't know why they didn't put a switch. But you can see right here, ground lift. Right now it's in the on position. I don't know if you can see it really good there, the little bit right there. It's in the on position right now. A pair of needle nose pliers, pull it out, move it over, and then you got your lift happening there. Same thing over here next to your power supply. This right here gives you stereo or mono, depending which side you got it on right now. It's set for stereo monitoring, which is what you're going to get with this bad boy plugged into an XLR. It comes with a wall wart, like yay, which I think this thing really shines if you're a drummer, so you definitely want to use it. But I kind of thought of a hack if you're a guitar player, to put it on your pedal board and just power it up with your I use a Voodoo Labs Pedal Power 2 Plus, and it looks like this unit draws about 50 milliamps, so you should be able to power it up from your power supply really without too much problem. So without further ado, let me just kind of walk you through how we hook it up. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is going to take this end of an XLR. We're going to plug it into aux 1 on the Behringer XR18. Of course, you can plug it into whatever mixer that you're using, whatever bus or aux you plug into. Go ahead and use it, but this is how I do it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the other end of this XLR and we're going to plug it into the Hosa MIT 435, 8 bucks. I got this from Sweetwater. And we're going to plug it into, as I showed you earlier, into this monitor input. And then we're going to take this end of our the Shure 215s. We're going to plug it in like so. We're going to set the monitor level to, I usually go like maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. So now we've got the Rolls connected to the XR18. I got the XRQ app up. I control my Ableton rig and I have 2 mics on my guitar that I can adjust from here. I can set my overall volumes as I want them. I sort of set like I said, I sort of set this at 2 or 3 o'clock. Then I can just control whatever I want to hear in my own mix. This works really good. I mean, your sound guy, if you're on, using, monitors, your sound guy's probably not going to want you to use this, because if you drop a mic or if you get a problem, if there's some feedback starts happening, he or she's just not going to know what's going on. The only way you really want to use the XRQ app is if you're using something like this. If you're using if you're using the PM50s in-ear monitor, or whatever in-ear monitor device, you can't really, screw up or cause a problem for your sound guy that he won't be able to fix. I think this is a really great way to go for a drummer. If I was doing this, I would take this unit and I'd probably Velcro it underneath my seat. I'd have this. They do make an adapter that you can hook it onto. A mic stand, but I would probably just Velcro it underneath my seat. I'd put this, they make all kinds of iPhone or Android phones for Samsungs or iPhones that you can adapt, that you can put on your a mic stand and control your mix, and away you go. Now, what if you're a guitar player? Drummer, you're not so mobile, but if you're a guitar player, you're going to be moving around. So I kind of thought about it and came up with this idea. One thing I thought, if you're a guitar player, and you're obviously a lot more mobile than a drummer would be, is that you could mount this right on your board. I don't actually have it mounted on my board, but I kind of just put it here just for illustrative purposes. Get yourself a section of extension cable. It's pretty affordable. This is like a 15-foot piece of extension cable for headphones. So what I would do is I would power this up off my pedal power 2. I would put my phones here. Then I would take my guitar cable, and I think I would use some Velcro or some zip ties and just follow this all the way up my cable. So when I plug my guitar in, I could have this at the other end of my where it plugs into my guitar. Just plug that in and hook my headphones up. And I think that with this, connected, to your guitar cable, this is plugged in, and you could branch this off, zip tie it, put your in-ears in, and you'll be able to move around really without fear of pulling anything apart. So for under $50, I think this is a really great in-ear solution for guitar players, drummers, anybody. Maybe you just want to hear a click track if you're a drummer, or you want to hear your mix. You can use the XQ app or whatever app if you're using a digital mixer, or have your sound guy put what you want to hear, and away you go. So I recommend it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, we'll see you later.